Hi, everyone. I had technical difficulties. I shut off the live stream by accident, so I'm really sorry for anyone who got cut off. Let's see. I'll wait a minute till somebody comes on. Let's see. Okay, someone is on. Hi, sorry about that. I apologize to anybody who was watching, and I shut it off by accident. I hit the mouse and it hit the button. Sorry again, but I'm back again, and if you're here again, sorry. Please, if you're around, feel free to say stuff. I know I missed a whole bunch of stuff before. Okay, hi, David. Hi, Carolyn. Yes, we're back, Carolyn. I did a boo-boo. But anyway, about this photograph. I find them at thrift stores now, and you may want to look there if you're interested. Of course, there are a lot of coloring books, but I like the idea of drawing and putting in my own intention. That seems to work best for me. So let me just put this away. Oh, I think there was another book inside. There was another book inside. Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you. Hi, Bella. Okay, so now, what else am I doing? I'm going to show you some other stuff. That this is how I hope to spend the winter. I know that we can't go out this year. At least in Jersey, they're recommending we don't, and I'm sure there's going to be a shutdown coming up. So I got a lot of crafts and stuff delivered. This was bought at Michael's, but there was some stuff I went on today and got. I'm so excited about. Thank you, Bella. Hi, Lee W or Lie W. Hi, Dushan. All right. What else did I get? Paper pads. Now, these are also at Michael's, and they're on sale. Some are 50% off. Some are buy one, get 50% off. I caught two of these like a $3.99, and they're so much fun. You can get them, of course, other places. I'm picking Michael's because here in Jersey, I had an AC Moore that was close by, and it closed. And we don't have a Joann close by to my home. We don't have a Hobby Lobby close by. So with these, I am going to be doing a lot of crafting. And I know people do craft books. I don't do craft books the same way. Hi, Morningstar. Morningstar, I'm going to say, please check out my website, YouTube channel, because there's a lot of videos to help you, because Reiki can't change another person to make them come to you. But Reiki can help you deal with the situation in the best possible way. So please go check it out, the website. All right. So, of course, these usually have something, a page like this. But they'll have things like this. This says, find your balance. And I may use that to put a crystal on when I'm trying to find balance. So I might use like rhodonite or Dalmatian jasper. But these also have pages like this, which has, I don't know if you'll see it. It has like exercise things. And of course, exercising is very good for us mentally, physically, emotionally, in all ways. So I might put something there. But I'm trying to see if it has what I'm looking for. Okay, this one may not. Okay, this one. I bought this one because of what it says. It says, be braver, kinder, stronger, unstoppable. That's what I want to be in 2021. So I am going to be putting this on my bulletin board. Yet, even better still, it has this paper that says Thrive. So with Thrive, I am going to use it, tear it off, and put a clear quartz that I've used to charged, and put it on top of it so that it'll aid me with thriving. Now, I'm using clear quartz a lot because clear quartz amplifies all energy, which is great. So to charge things, as most people think, do I have to be a Reiki practitioner to charge things? No, you can just use your own energy. Hi, Annabella. Nice to see you. Merry Christmas. Let's see. Again. Hi again. Bree L or Brilel. Hi. Thank you very much. Let's see. Bella. Hi. Let's see. Best Life. Guppy Guppy. So how do you charge something? Well, you charge something by holding it in your hands, and you just ask that the energy of the universe, you can say your own energy, but I prefer not to use my own energy because it tires me out. So the energy of the universe fill this crystal with let's see, the intention, with the goal of helping me or assisting me to, let's see, make $100,000. Well, let's make $100,000. I wouldn't use $100,000. I would say for abundance and prosperity in whatever way is best for me to receive it. So I would do that with the crystal. And I'm using clear quartz. It's the one that's easiest to find everywhere. So I would just use that and then put it. And if I'm using Thrive for the business, I would put that one on, like for prosperity. If I'm using Thriving emotionally and energetically, I might use, let's see, 2 crystals. I would probably use like Sunstone, which is usually optimistic and happy, along with Morganite, which is for being more compassionate with myself. So that's what I would do with that. Put your hand on your heart. You could put your hand on your heart, and you could actually, I am right-handed. So my right hand is my more dominant hand. I could put my right hand over my heart, and you could put your left hand, which receives energy, if your right hand is dominant, having it hold the crystal to receive the energy. So there's a lot that you can do with it. Excuse me 1 second. I'm just going to get some water. Let's see. Can you do this with other objects other than crystals? Yes, you can. I like crystals because it amplifies energy, but you can do this with anything. You can amplify it. If you're charging things, the more porous it is, the easier it is for it to accept the energy. So let's see what I would do. You could do anything. You could charge your clothes with intention and everything else. Here's something I mentioned to the Reiki practitioners we've been working with, the group, that fabrics, like natural fabrics, cottons and linens and silks, are lovely because they let energy flow. Man-made fibers like polyester, polyester blends, anything in those families, block energy. So if you need to protect yourself from negative unwanted energies, for example, if you're going to a place, and hopefully you're not going to a place that's crowded now, but if you have to go to a food store and there are people there, wear something that's man-made to help protect you from negative energy. So I have gloves that are man-made fibers. I will wear gloves, especially now, of course, with COVID, but it also protects me from picking up any energy I may pick up from anything I'm touching. So it's something to consider, gloves like that. I wouldn't use silk gloves. I wouldn't use leather gloves. I wouldn't use any of those. I would definitely use something man-made fibers, like sports gloves. Oh, excuse me 1 second. I am really thirsty now. Okay. Karthik, yes, water would work except for accomplishing goals. Yes, using anything. You could charge the crystal, say, please, I need all the help I can with achieving my goals. Whatever they are, from the highest good intention. You could do that with the crystal. There's so much that you can do. And like, this is just, let's have fun and play with crystals and stuff. Now, pencils and things. When you are working with anything, especially colored pencils and crayons, and I'm saying these colored pencils are wood. They absorb energy. So that's why I really like working with these. You can put your intention in your pencil. This is pink. You could do it for love. The green for prosperity. And ask that whatever you do with the pencil aid you in achieving your prosperity goals, your love goals, your spiritual goals. You can have so much fun with them. Oh, you're welcome. So while you're doing all of this, of course, you can play the videos. I have, like I mentioned, God knows how many times, that I have the videos playing in the background 24 hours a day. If you're doing something creative to assist you with goals, use like Reiki for creativity, because it may give you other ideas, not only for what you're working on, but to assist you with your goals. So that really helps. All right, let me put these away before I mark up the table. One challenge I have when I'm being creative is I tend to be a little sloppy and mark up linens and things like that. Now, okay. How are any of you creative with your things? You know, I'm here yapping away, but I want you to tell me what you're doing to achieve goals, use crystals. What else do you do? I do hope to do more videos, you know, having fun with all the arts and crafts and things and showing people how to use them. But I'm also curious what everybody else is doing. Excuse me 1 second. Luciana, oh, I'm glad you made the live stream. With energy work, I'm also going to ask everybody to be creative and have fun with energy work. Energy work doesn't have to be all very serious. People think you know, you have to sit hours on time, meditate, and do everything. No, you can have fun with it. And for me, that's one of the things I love. My joy attunement is because it's joy. We need more joy in our lives. Okay, Amma uses a vision board, great, and mantras and Akashic records. That's wonderful. Vision boards is the other thing. Where is it? I have another one of these. I got carried away buying them when they were on sale. But vision boards, I have a vision board where I usually put these papers on. And then I have they have full size ones, but that I will put around it things that help me achieve things that will help me remember what I'm hoping to achieve. So here, okay, look to the stars, look to the sky, the stars will guide you. You could do something like that. You know, if I need inspiration, usually when I'm working with galactic energy and star energy, I am always looking and thinking of the stars. But what I also do that's for fun, and back here I'll show you. This is an advent calendar that we have, and I usually fill it with Disney pins for my daughter, to open up day by day. When the kids were smaller, we had advent calendars that would have like the stories of Christmas. I know there was one in the days of King Herod, a decree came from Rome. That was one. That each must enroll in his forefather's home. That was number 2, and it went on and on, but it gave the Christmas story. And then there were other ones for more fun. But I remember all the ones we picked for the children were about the Christmas story, about blessings, about being grateful for what you had. So they grew up on those. But as they've gotten older, they know the story, they understand it. But we do is more fun stuff now. So these had all Disney pins in them. But what I liked, let me just see. Okay, these are just for fun right now. These I would take, and I have on my board, my vision board right now has Disney pins all around it. And I would put Disney pins that assist me with my goals. Like a lot of them are quotes from Walt Disney because I like the idea of the quote. And I have them around my vision board to add not only dimension to the board, physically to make it look nicer, but also to keep me going with the board. And the Advent calendar is a great way of doing it year round if you wanted to, where you would make your own, get a little shadow box, and you could put something for each day, and you could have a reminder of something that you want to achieve in a day. So, for example, there are a lot of ones that have wood boxes, and in fact, a lot of vintage places have shadow boxes that have a lot of squares in them. I would take a piece of paper and put something like an affirmation. I am hopeful. I am willing to believe. I am willing to take chances, you know, all things like that on a piece of paper, and I would write them in and fill it in the advent calendar or the wood boards, the little boxes, and open one a day to help remind me of what I'm trying to achieve. Oops. Of course, if you're doing it for fun, what you could also do is, like right here. Oh, this is. I have lots of crystals. So let's say if you want your children, or if you want to do this for yourself, take little bags and put crystals in them. And I'm not talking, it doesn't have to be big crystals. It could be small ones that are more economical. You could put them in little bags, and you could send them to the kids with the kids to school if they don't lose them in a pocket of their backpack. But you can do one of these boards with crystals and see if they can feel the energy of the crystals. And that's really fun. That's a game I used to play with the nieces and nephews. So let's see feel the energy of the crystals. We also played Let's Feel the Energy of the Aura. I don't know if the parents ever knew all the games we played here, but we definitely had fun with all them. Excuse me. Oh, bye, sweetheart. Yes, Alma, something like that. Thank you, Jeannie. Excuse me, more water. One thing I forgot to say that I picked up at Michael's too. Can you tell I had fun that day, the 23rd at night? There was nobody there, so I could have the aisle to myself. There weren't people bothering me. I picked up this pendant. I don't know if anybody can see it. It's a rose quartz, but what it is, the wrap is of a tree branches. And I've been seeing tree branches so much in people I've been working on lately. So I normally don't pick up rose quartz. Most people who work with me, who've known me for a while, know I break rose quartz. If it's polished rose quartz, it's a goner usually. But I'm hoping that maybe my energy has calmed down a little and I can wear it again, because I love the idea of this. So Michael's has a craft section. You know, they have some stuff that's not real, but they also do have some real stones. So if you're looking to try to find something, crystals that are economical to work with, they have coupons. You can use a coupon, you know, anywhere from, 20 usually to 50%. And you can buy one of these and you can get them. This one was on sale, 40% off. And I can't remember how much this one was, but they were 40% off the day I went. Excuse me. Hi, Evelyn. Nice to see you. Thanks, Jeannie. I don't remember if I said thanks. Okay, we have this rose quartz with the tumble stones, but this is rough. Now, this I can wear because it's a rose quartz rough. And I can't remember where I got these, but I know I've gotten a lot of crystals at craft stores. Now, I mentioned having fun with the kids and games and feeling stuff. Well, a game I used to play with kids was Feel the Aura. And if you have somebody nearby, or even if you have a plant, you can definitely play this game. So I'm hoping all of you can play it along with me. And in fact, you could do it through the computer screen. And if you're willing to try, let's give it a go. Feeling the Aura was when I would stand on my by a wall, have the kids go, at least 10 feet away, raise their hand, and I ask them to move up 2 or 3 inches. And I say 2 or 3 steps at a time to see if they could feel the aura. They all felt the aura, usually 6 feet out. They were good. They could feel it. They were like, it's tingling. I feel hot. I feel cold. But that was a game we could play. But before they started, I would have them shake out their hands, place their hands out, and told them to imagine white beams, like a superpower cleaning out any gunk that came off. And that was easy for them to do. So they did it. So then they would go and they would raise their hands. They could close their eyes if they wanted. That was easier for them. And they would take a few steps and they would feel it. Already, my hands were tingling. So if any of you are willing to play, you know that the Reiki flows. And I was doing it with them, and they didn't even they did all have Reiki at the time. But I've done this with people who don't do Reiki, and they also have felt it. So you don't have to have Reiki to feel it. If you can, and this is something that we're going to try now, and let's see what it works. For if you don't have anybody with you who's willing to do this, that's fine. We could do it myself. Now, all of you know that I send Reiki, but I'm not going to raise my hands or anything. I am going to focus on a color. So let's see if by focusing on a color, you could close your eyes if you want. You could look at me. I'm going to focus on a color and see if I can send that energy out there and see if you feel something. You may feel something in your body. You may sense something. You're like, I feel tingling, or I see a color, or I smell something, or I hear something. Let it come in any which way. And let's see if you can pick up what I'm doing. So I'm going to send a color right now. I'm going to think about it for a few minutes. I'm going to close my eyes for a minute, and I'm going to send out a color. And then I'm going to open my eyes and see if any of you figured out which one it was. And the energy will also reach you, the energy of the color I'm sending. So you're going to receive energy just by playing along. And you've been receiving energy since I started. Okay. All right. Now, everybody put down your guesses before I tell you what color I was sending. And one thing I want to tell you is I am sending out the energy of this color, but depending on how you perceive energy, it may come across as a different color. So be aware that even though you may not have guessed the color, you guessed the energy behind the color. Okay. Okay, so far we've gotten, let's see, gold, blue, purple, yellow, red, peach, purple, yellow, pinkish, peach. Let's see, we'll do one or two more, and then I'll tell you what it was. Gold and white, okay. Now, the energy I was sending out was the color of pink. The reason a lot of you, rose color, Tracy, all right, Tracy and Prasantha, you two got that one. The reason you're picking up on the color, some of you gold, white, and the other colors, and I'll explain why. If you're picking up gold or white, you may be picking up on the spiritual aspect of pink, which is love. And love comes in with white and gold. If you're picking up like yellow, it may be that it's going to your solar plexus because you may need that energy for love. So you're picking it up. And as that way. Purple, you may be picking up the spiritual aspect of the rose. Each chakra has all the colors in it. And that's why I said it may come across differently. Also, where you're perceiving the energy from. So it's going to maybe a little different, but the energy is still going to feel good. Now, it's a game you can play with other people. And the more you do it, the more you'll start to learn or understand how your body is picking up energy, because you're picking up an energy. And I'm just doing colors because it's one way. We're going to try shapes, because shapes are another way that energy comes through. I would do this with the kids. We do colors, we do shapes, we do numbers. We might even do sounds, because all of them have different frequencies. And you may be better at picking up a number. You may be better at picking up a color. You may be picking up a sound. You may be able to pick up a shape. It's all different. So it's something to play to help you not only develop your sensitivity to energy, to understanding it, but it also helps develop psychic senses. All right, so let's try this one. And this one is going to be a shape. And let's see how this comes out. Okay, that one was quick. Baratunde, hi. Oh, you're welcome. All right, that was a shape. Now, can anyone guess the shape? My problem, I'll explain why I'm laughing, because I didn't expect this, and I don't know if one of you was thinking of this while I was doing the shape. Let's see. Okay, Julie, Tracy, David. Okay, thank you. We have pyramids, circles, rectangle. Okay, squares, circle, Merkaba. Okay, four corners, quadruple, and then becomes a round, circle, infinity symbol. Okay. All right, I'm going to post this one up. It was a circle. Now, more of you picked up the circle than others. So it may be that your energy picks up shapes better. So it's something to consider when either you're playing with, when you're perceiving energy, what does a circle represent to you? If you start seeing circles, what does it mean? What does it mean when a square, you start seeing squares or your triangles? Now, the thing about a circle is I was sending a circle and all of a sudden I started seeing donuts. I don't eat donuts. I don't know if any of you do, but donuts kept popping in. And that was very interesting. I go, I'm not eating any donuts. I haven't eaten any donuts and I don't plan to eat donuts, but I saw them. The circle felt strong. Good. I'm glad the circle felt strong to all of you. The circle sends energy out all over. It's all over equally. It's all encompassing. I love working with it because I know that everywhere the energy goes, as opposed to a triangle. A triangle is very focused, which is very good if you're working on a specific intention. For me, working with crystal shapes and the triangles are excellent for psychic work, for third eye work. Like pyramids, I find very grounding, and they're great for energy work for anybody using them. Okay, so this is something to consider. A lot of you picked up the circles, so that tells me that a lot of you perceive that energy that way, and you may want to look into work with sacred geometry. I think I have energy of shapes playlist. Check that out and see which energy really works with yours. So somebody mentioned the Merkaba or Merkaba, whichever way you say it. That is an energy. It's so funny. I just saw I worked on somebody recently, and it just, that energy was right in them. Excuse me one second. It's an amazing shape. Hi, Michael. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. It's always good to see you. And thank you for posting on LinkedIn too. I see you there. But the Merkaba or the Merkaba is such an interesting combination of shapes too. So please try checking which of the videos works. If you picked up the color, see if the color works for you. Okay. All right, Guppy. I do look at donut case of gas. Okay. Hope you have a nice day, and thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Michael. So these are a couple of different games that you can play to see if that helps you with psychic work. We did color, we did shape. We're going to try one other one today, and then we'll see what else comes up. Okay, what about numbers? To make it easy, we're just going to do 1 through 9. We're going to I'm going to pick a number and see how many of you pick it up. Oh, one other thing with the circle shape. If you've got even an oval, or even, I know some of you picked the infinity symbol, that's close enough that you're already picking up shapes. So please be aware of that. Now with numbers, let's see if you pick this up. Numbers is the same thing. You may pick up a number that's similar in design to what I'm thinking. So that is showing me that you're already picking up the vibration. So here, let's try it again. Now this one is a number 1 through 9. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Tracy said a 3. Annabella said a 9. I had a feeling there were going to be people picking up on those two numbers. All right. It wasn't those, but I'll explain. Sandra, 22. All right. Let's see. We'll take a couple more and then I'll explain what number and the significance. 7, 4s, 3s. Santi. Okay. 5. Trisha. Okay. Oh, Merry Christmas, sheep. Okay. All right. The number I picked was the number. Hold on 1 second. A couple more. Okay. The number was 6. Now, a lot of you picked up numbers that had a curve in it or had a circular form like the number 6. So that's telling me, okay, 7 felt strong for you. That's telling me that a lot of you are good with numbers, which is very good because that's very close to it. Circle forms like a 3 or a 9 or a 5 or a 2 that have part of that, all showing me that you may be picking up the shape plus the energy of numbers easier than maybe the energy of colors. So work with the energy of numbers to achieve your goals or to work with energy. That's amazing. Thanks, Michael. I saw 3 twice and then come together as if it were 8. This is great. Okay, I love this. I'm so glad that all of you are getting this. This is saying that all of you are perceiving energy in different ways. And it's so funny because when I do Reiki videos, I do a lot of variety because the universe is saying not everyone's going to perceive the energy the same way, Lourdes. So, what you consider love may not be what somebody considers love. So, and it's the same energy, but they may not perceive it. So I may say Reiki for achieving goals and Reiki for achieving intentions. Even though they're similar, they have different frequencies. So I may use the word goal all the time, so I'll understand goal. Yes, that's the video for me. But another person may say intention. Of course, that's how it is. So they would use that video. So even though they're a lot of people interchange words, the energy vibrations are different, and what you gravitate to may be different than what another person gravitates to. Same thing with numbers. Hi, Sia. Nice to see you. So realize that it can happen. You can perceive energy in more than one way. Example, colors, shape, numbers, sounds, smells. Smells are another way I perceive energy. And hi, Sia. One way that I wish we could have smell-o-vision. I don't know how many of you have seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Smell-o-vision, where I could send out the smell of things, because if I could, I definitely would. Many of you who have people who've passed on may find that you may smell a fragrance or a smell associated with them when they're around. Like when my grandmother is around, I smell rice, the way rice she cooked it. She cooked it with black-eyed peas. And I can just smell the way she did it whenever she's around. It's a very distinctive smell. My mother makes the same thing, totally different smell. So I know she's around that way. Or sometimes for me, I'll smell flowers. Usually when angels are around, I smell flowers a lot. My daughter, when loved ones have passed, she smelled cake. I'm like, okay, that works. And so smell is another way that you can do it. So you may watch a video and say, I'm not feeling it, but every time I watch this video, I smell something. That's how you're perceiving the energy. Or my videos don't have sound. Videos don't have sound so that you can play music if you want to, or if you just need peace and quiet, you can have that. I hear music. Sometimes when angels are around, I hear the most beautiful music. I cannot put words to describe the music, but it is the most beautiful music I'll ever have heard. And I can't. But then again, if I'm receiving energy, sometimes I'll hear music like that. And it's just amazing. Or if I'm receiving energy from someone else and I'll hear music, usually it's a message for me. It could be the words, it could be the singer, it could be the lyrics, it could be the point in time when that music was being played. So music may come across as energy. Oh, excuse me. 13. Now, do any of you see numbers consistently? Do any of you see numbers consistently, colors, or shapes? And I know I'm going to have to leave soon, but I'm having fun. And it's a good chance for me to talk to all of you. Same with your grand. That's it. So I'm just curious. Do any of you or smell things when loved ones are around? Or do you hear things? Numbers. All right, numbers. Yeah, numbers. Excuse me. Numbers are an amazing way, especially now. I always tell people to pay attention. I was speaking with another practitioner yesterday, and they had someone they love pass by, and I go, when you see this number, it means they're around, because that number came up during our conversation, and it's a way that their loved one shows by. I know I have a friend whose mother passed, and the time her mother passed is the time she'll see the number on license plates. She'll see the number on pages of a book. She just opens to a book and it's that page. So be aware they come in that way. Is a number that you're manifesting something. One, yeah, they're all different numbers and smells. 222 is following you. Yeah, sometimes I feel like they're following me. Cologne randomly when I use no perfume. I understand that I happen to pick up a lot of smells, and it's so weird. The same way you pick up good smells, please be aware that you may pick up smells that are not good. If you go in a place and you smell something and you know it's not sewer lines or anything else, be aware of that. Run. My intention is run. Get away from the place, because a lot of the numbers, the signs, they're all to give you, they're what I call my early alarm, my alarm system. If I smell something doesn't feel right, run. And I learned that early on. That's okay. Dogs do that. Let's see, the creative mind. Yeah, numbers will come up. All these numbers. Usually they'll come up unexpectedly. So, just be open to them. But if you start seeing numbers, be aware of it. One thing with numbers, to let you know that I did in my house, or you can do in your apartment or your home, wherever you live, I have the number of my house up. It does not equal the number I wanted in my home. I'm just trying to think. I wanted a certain energy in my home. Let's say I want the energy of prosperity in my home, but the number of my house does not add up to prosperity. Let's say the number in my house is 10, which is the number 1 energy, which is focusing on yourself, leadership, things like that. But that's not the number 1. You want the energy of prosperity, which is the number 8. So I did this. I have the number of the house. It's on the house. On the wall where the number of the house is, I put, let's say the number of the house was 111, and that was 3. Well, I would put a 5 in the house on the other wall so that it has the energy of the 8 on the wall of the house. Let's say you're in an apartment building and the door in your house has number 13, which is a number 4 for grounding, but you want to bring in prosperity. So you would put a number 4 on the door that's inside the apartment. So on your door, you would put a 4. You could get, decals, stickers, whatever, and just put the number on the back of your door. That's all. And you can help bring in that number of that house, of that energy. Ringing in the ears. Oh my gosh. Usually when I'm getting downloads from the universe, I get ringings in the ear. Let's validate coincidences. There's no such thing as coincidence. It's a message for you from the universe. Okay, ringing in the ears. Evelyn, Alma was light worker was responding. The ring in the ears for me, it's when I'm receiving downloads from the universe. And It's a frequency of rising energy for Ama. Excuse me, same way. Excuse me. Of course, as long as this is not vertigo, if you're not sure, always get it checked out by a medical practitioner. That always goes beyond word. Just make sure you have it. So here's another tip, for the house. Put the number of what you're hoping to achieve. So let's say 6 is for nurturing energy, 2 for love. So do whatever you can to get that number in. Sandra, you also hear frequencies in the air. Yeah, a lot of us do. And it's just, that's how we're perceiving energy. So if you know you're perceiving energy through sounds, be aware of music that you're listening to, or we're aware of sounds. A lot of times, this was something I would do to help develop my psychic ability. I would sit quietly and notice, at least for a minute, every single sound I can hear. Do I hear one bird? Do I hear more than one bird? Do I hear a car passing by? Do I hear a door opening, a window opening? Do I hear the wood creaking? Do I hear the furnace going on? Do I hear the electronics? And start writing down and see how much you notice. That will help develop your clairaudience. Excuse me 1 minute. See, if you're hearing somebody call your name and you're alone, it could be someone's trying to get your attention. It could be a guide or an ancestor, depending how it feels. So there are a lot of different ways the universe is trying to get our attention. And there's a lot of ways that we can use the energy. You can use the energy of color. If you know that you need more love in your life, use pink. If you want to bring in more prosperity, you may want to use gold energy. Wear something with gold in it, or have a piece of paper with gold in it, the gold color. A lot of times papers like this, it's so funny. This one has stars that are gold, but some of the papers have like more of a metallic sheen. You can cut pieces out and use that. So that's another way to do it. And yeah, Sandra, they all have them. I'm glad that you're looking it up. Looking up information is so important. Most of us, want everything given to us. Sometimes a lot of times it's a journey. When looking up information, what I will find is that it'll lead me to something else that I had been looking for before and didn't realize it, or to something I needed. So I'll always be looking up information because it really does help. All right, I have talked a lot, and I am sorry I monopolized so much. I really wanted to talk more to all of you, and here I am just blabbing away. But Sandra, the 555, yes. And I want to thank all of you for joining me today. I miss my family, but I know that I have this community too. All of you are my family, my soul family members. And it's so nice to be able to talk to you today on a day that was unexpected, just for fun. Let's have fun with creativity. And if you like this idea of just, talking and chatting and talking about energy work in this way, as opposed to me answering only just questions, let me know, because I really want to know what helps all of you best. I want to know if you also like creativity, coming up with ideas on how to use energy, like with paper and crystals and other stuff. That's my goal, to give you as much information to make your life the best it can be in any way I can. Let's see, excuse me. Oh, you're welcome, 22KS. Oh, no problem. Oh, everyone, lots of love to all of you. Thank you. 2021 is going to be a better year. Although I have to say one thing about 2020. We all thinking about everything bad that happened in 2020. And I was like, a lot of bad things happened. But the best thing that happened was I have a grandchild now. My grandchild, I haven't been able to touch the grandchild, or, I see the grandchild from a visit and from pictures because of COVID, but he's happy and healthy. And for that, I am so grateful. And knowing that there is another baby in this world bringing joy into it. And he brought me joy. So I go, you know what? 2021 wasn't all bad for me. Oh, but Tammy, to everybody, thank you very much. Merry Christmas. When is the book coming? Evelyn, there is another book coming. All of these videos are helping me because it makes me think about the book. And there is going to be one on crystals and how to use them and create creative ways to use crystals. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry to hear about you losing your mother, but I know you know that she's with you, and she will be coming and talking with you in 2021 in different ways. Please use Reiki for grief. Oh, and thank you, Anna. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay. Sorry, Anisha. I'm glad that you stayed up to watch this. I'm glad that I was able to do it at a different time to catch more people. Uh, Beyond Love, I'm sorry. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a lovely night, afternoon, night, day, and hope to see you in the next live stream. And let me know if this helped you out. And if you did, let's see if we can do more. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.